to all the participants. On behalf of St. Xavier's Catholic College of Engineering, I invite all of you for this webinar. Before introducing the guest speaker, few instruction to you all. Throughout the webinar session, I request all of you to mute your audio, and to reduce the bandwidth usage, you can mute your video also. At the end of the session, a feedback link will be shared to you. I request all of you to enter the feedback, and entering the feedback is mandatory because the details which are entered in the feedback, from that we are generating the certificate. So while entering the feedback, take maximum care in entering your name, your college, your email ID, and your institution name. Then at the end of the session, you can ask questions to the resource person by raising the hand. It is available in your screen. By clicking that, you can unmute your, we will be permitting, then you can unmute your system, your audio, and you can ask the queries. Also, you can type your queries in the chat window. So those questions will be also addressed by the resource person. This is the general instruction to you. We will be sending the certificate within 1 or 2 days to your email ID. With this small introduction, now I'd like to introduce the guest speaker of today's webinar. Today's webinar is handled by Engineer Nitish B. He has completed Master of Engineering in Communication, Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communication from Punjab University, Chandigarh. He is having 3 years of experience in IT industry. He started his career as associate in Canara HSBC OBC Life Insurance, then worked as Artha Creation at Data Analytics. He handled various technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, Python, R, Excel, data sciences, and SQL. His interested area is deep learning and neural networks. Currently, he is working as IT trainer in ICT Academy. Till now, he trained more than 600 faculties and more than 2,000 students. With this brief introduction, I invite guest speaker Nitish to address the gathering. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. So I welcome my participants for this artificial intelligence seminar. I hope my voice is audible to everyone this time.
Yeah,
And
yes.
okay. So I will be continuing with this slide, and throughout this slide, I will be questioning some things, and I just need one-to-one conversation with you guys also, so that you can just reply to me in my chat window, and I can answer you there only. So I'm starting my session with that seminar on this artificial intelligence. So I will just keep on asking these small questions in between. I will be really happy like if you can answer those questions one to one. It will be good for that. So beginning with artificial intelligence power seminar. So my name is Nitish Vek. I'm the IT trainer in ICT Academy. And before starting, I just need to know what actually in real life you have seen this artificial intelligence. Can you give me a few examples on the chat window? Just one or two examples will be like highly appreciated. Examples of, yeah, face lock. Good. Any other thing apart from face lock? The device you might be using in current days. No one knows the answer. No one is replying in the chat window. Siri and Alexa, phenomenal answer, Miss Reglina. And Google Assistant, phenomenal answer. So I was also looking forward to the same thing. Really happy. So if I start about the artificial intelligence, the same thing I was about to show. Like you are nowadays seeing this Alexa device. People are just speaking something to the device and Alexa is giving the answer in voice format. And then you have Siri, made by the Apple. This is the actually first artificial intelligence something that was developed. And then we have Google Assistant, which is actually evoked by saying, "Okay, Google." and it is available in every Android phone till now. You have also seen few more applications such as Google Maps that helps you get the best distance in the shortest amount of time. You can go from A to B depending on your vehicle. It can be four-wheeler or two-wheeler, or even if you are walking. The other thing that was I received the answers like face lock. Small, sorry, like the image is quite dull, so it's like a lot of dark, but you got the idea. It's face lock given by Apple, but now a lot of devices has already given. And driverless car, very good answer, sir. It's Mr. Johan. Really great. So I was also about to come, but do you know a person who you can talk with? Is there some other device in artificial intelligence that is present in this world? A person who can talk to you. Can you name it? Sophia. Yeah, brilliant. Mr. Johan is actually quite active then. Yeah. So a person who can talk to you. Very brilliant answer. Sophia. So just playing a small video. Before I start, like I just want to say I am in this power seminar. I just want to tell what are the various applications that are existing in this current world, and after these applications, how you can excel yourself. What are the various industries that are available in India and in USA and in the entire world out there, and what will be the situation after COVID-19? Actually, this is the most critical question in nowadays. We are always putting these efforts like what skills we need, what should we do to get a job, but now it is going to be more and more critical as this post COVID-19. There will pointless or contactless things. We are not going to touch either, and we are going to be have some virtual reality things. You will be sitting in some conference and then having a video call. So I will be coming back to that. So let's see, Sophia, just half minute thing.
I think there is no audio.
No audio. The entire video is gone now. So the no audio actually. So okay, if there's no audio, you're not able to hear. So there was a very loud volume. I can hear that. So actually, let's skip that part then. What was that video showing is just a conversation between a human being and that robot, Sophia, one-to-one conversation, and that was really brilliant. She was having some few jokes that is, and you can also visit on YouTube and see all those things that are available there. Apart from that, you must have heard about something that Mr. Johannes answered, a vehicle that can take you. It is as a driverless car. This thing is also having no video audio, but hope you are able to see it. So what does this mean now? When actually now a driverless car is coming and it is detecting this object, for example, the car is stopping on the some red light, and after stopping it is seeing some vehicle is also around there. If it is able to detect something, now detecting an object and then changing the path is actually something a quality of some artificial intelligence. But if I just focus on something artificial intelligence, I'm recommending something, it's a something weak artificial intelligence right now. It is learning. It has a long way to go, especially in India, where the streets are really narrow and pedestrians are a lot of population is there. So it has very narrow path to go. So this is going to enhance in the coming world. But just getting the object detection and changing the path and able to answer your question in around 15 plus languages, it is an answer of like weak artificial intelligence for now. And then it is actually making some different images on the back end while it is going to the destination. It is always and taking some pictures on the route. And the other thing that is nowadays present is a channel that tells news without a person. In this COVID-19 situation only, while it occurred in China, we are all well aware of it. So Wuhan, the main city where it occurred. But now what happened? Because same thing, contactless something should be there. A person should not touch each other. So they created something very unique because the news has to go on. The media industry has to go on. You have to get the answer about the real world. So if a person is not able to go to the office, how can someone tell the news? It is not like a blank screen coming on your screen. So they developed something virtual reality. It's a 3D news anchor they have created, and it is working very phenomenal work. It can give you a real time gestures of face expressions as well as it can talk and move. It's just some moving in a cabin. This video is also actually available on YouTube. You can actually see it. So there are enormous opportunities right now available in the world. So coming back to the basics, so I'm seeing telling you about these small videos. The purpose of this power seminar is not about showing videos. It's about telling you what skills you need to get yourself in this artificial intelligence world and why right now is the best time. So skills. Yeah, I'm coming to this thing in the beginning only. The skills that you need for artificial intelligence. Something is post graduation that might be mandatory in CSCIT. Something 5 year plus experience. You should have knowledge of big data, deep learning, and algorithms. Some of your students might be in first or second year and might not have heard of these terms also, and shall have a creative mindset. Do you agree with me? Is it mandatory to have all those skills or not? If you want to get in artificial intelligence, can you just write yes or no in the chat video? Oh, there are more skills that we need. Need? Okay, no. I just need interaction from everyone. If you are using even mobile, you just open the chat window and answer. No, no. Okay, still very few answers. So let me tell you, these skills are just one of the few things that are mandatory, but it is not required that you need to have this post graduation 5 years experience. It is not, it is like the ideal person we are looking for. It's like a unique person. It is not available in this real world. One shall upskill himself. So I will say a big no to it. He should upskill himself one by one in the new world, learn step by step, and then work in the companies, corporate world. Yes, that is a must. Working in corporate world or having a research work, that is the best thing you can do to upskill yourself. So what are the actual things that might be required? So I'm just giving a brief. What is artificial intelligence working on? So it can be like an image that you can see on my PPT right now. An image pops up. It's just a box you can see on the right side, but it was able to make a box on the basis of the photo that we have taken, and it is just making bits by bit. So my box was like this, a 3D object, but after taking the picture, the AI was reading this part, the 2D object. So when AI is working on 2D or 3D, it actually needs human intervention again and again to help him out, to help him understand what the pattern means. So once we define that pattern, it stores in its database, and on the basis of such patterns, it makes an answer or result to that. So it will identify those things as an object or a moving vehicle. So it's your job. You have to have such creative mindset there. All those skills are available with every person, but after going in the corporate world, we expect all of you to understand such patterns, hidden patterns. So after now this type of 2D image, it comes when on the back end we are talking about artificial intelligence, what it is reading when we talk about image. But what data scientists do, they are actually able to identify those missing points. When the 3D object is being created from 2D image, they are actually making they are making some correction in that, and they are actually finding those points that are missing, and on the basis of the pattern, they are creating such points. Another example is like human face. You have to study. The artificial intelligence sees this face in such format, a nose, eyes, mouth, making some different picture, and it just position itself in that perimeter of your face, and then it defines which organ is defined by those circles, the other part, and those other part. So we have to define it because the output of the robot should be yes or no. It should be able to either identify the object or it should tell the approximate answer to it. So it should be in this format. It should be either yes or no, whether my robot is able to get the result or not. So each time it needs an human intervention. It is being said at a very large scale across the world that AI is going to omit the jobs. It is going to decrease the jobs. But what I can see, it is needs more human intervention. We need automation every time to decrease our work on one side, but we need to focus on the other side where we can enhance the business and enhance our technology and customer experience. So we have to go towards that customer experience. So in the meaning, the path from going point A in life to the point B, where you can achieve the maximum. So each time we need in human intervention. So employees, don't worry, it is going to of course increase. It will not impact at such larger scale that was being said. And now industry 4.0 is coming. So it is going to be really a virtual world, and artificial intelligence is going to play a big role in deciding such things. And when I was saying you don't require such skills, you don't have to have post graduation in CSC or writing, I really mean that. Because even I can take the real life examples out of it. For example, have you ever ordered a food from online platform? Can you name some platform name for food delivery? Swiggy, okay. Zomato, Uber Eats. Okay, got the answer. So when we're talking about such things, like even Zomato use data scientists to help you understand like what it can do where it was not done by Swiggy, that was not done by other platforms, and enable myself like to build such platform where customers can trust from which vendor the food is coming and they will order again and again from my side. Actually, it's a big question and it might take time you to get understand. So I'm just giving an idea. Zomato actually, when it started, it was just making something from a delivery person will come to the restaurant, he will pick the food and he will deliver to the customer. But what new can be done? Because it has to reduce the cost for every. They are actually tired of giving discount to everyone. They have to do cost cutting and they also have to pay the delivery boys. So they were just removing themselves from this delivery side. They just want that the customer shall pay more to the delivery person. So it was used to answer like this in the previous Swiggy app, that this person is coming to deliver. Every time this type of information is available on every platform. But what next thing, it is like a tip. A tip is the new thing that was being launched by Uber. It was the first company to add tip, and then it was followed by other platforms also. But what Zomato did, the really astonishing thing, it used data scientist help, because every time an order is coming, so they did adjust a few one mathematic thing. So data scientists, after reading, just understand like if even a 1% of population who orders my food on a daily record give tip at the minimum level, then how much we can achieve. So they, after adding this tip option, they gave you one more thing about the driver, his personal information. Where is the driver coming from? What is his information? What is his aim? So after studying such things, they started collecting the data. Like after installing such things on their app, are we getting more and more tips or not? Are people getting involved or building trust with the drivers who are coming to their platform. So in this way, they recognize like a huge amount of sales also increased, and as well as the trust was created. Once you make a trust with one platform, it's very difficult to go to the other platform. So that is the one of the unique job of data scientists that have done on their platform. So what we can say, like there a person has to have only computer knowledge. He should not have a food knowledge. He should have extremely creative mind. He should be able to answer a very low high pressure also. So that is the thing of data scientists. They do maths, that's true. They do follow statistics and a lot of algorithms, that is also true. But they are the only person who works on data and increase the business of the company. And we need such persons in this industry. I have another example of Uber also. Uber also, like I said, Zomato just took something from Uber for this part, adding tip. But there is one thing Uber that done first in this world. When the driver is coming to your platform, so we are all worried. We are all worried like what is his nature? What is his background? What is his religion? Can we trust him or not? So that's the biggest thing. The Uber changed the world. He just after before giving to the tip, he started showing the person who is going to come to your platform what information, whatever the information is of the driver, it started showing to the customer also. So in this way, again, a trust bond was created. After trust bond was created, and the person will started trusting the driver that he has achieved something that type of 5-star trips, or how many years has been working with Uber, or how many compliments he has received. So after this, a person trusts someone, and once a trust is built, he is definitely going to use your platform only. So this thing also, a person has made an impact in the world, and there was a huge increase in the sales. He was able to make more and more rides. So you can expect like when you build a trust and you work on the data to increase the business, then only we can achieve that excel. So in the everything, in every field, in every industry, we need artificial intelligence out there. So this is actually the right time. You don't have to have mechanical degree to work in Uber. You can be any degree and any person. Believe me, anyone can do artificial intelligence logic. You just have to open your mind. Another thing of Coca-Cola. Now you have all drink something, this black drink, soda mixed with sugar. Everyone has drink such thing. And it is being sold even past 100 years. Actually, it's a physical example. It's a very good impact when I say one to one. So what happens like when you Coca-Cola, a legendary company selling its drinks in various variants over 100 years, but now more and more competition is there, and it has a lot of substitutes available right now. So it again question against its employees, the board of members, the data scientists, what we can do. And the same logic, the board answered, what else we can do? Either we can increase the volume or decrease the volume. We can increase the price or decrease the price. What else we can do? We can even add a new flavor. Some of you might have answered like, my question is always, listen to the question carefully. In Coca-Cola, in 2015 or 16, it did something that was amazing. It's added something to its platform, and after that again a huge sales increased, and only data scientists worked on it. Can you give me an example what can be that thing that data scientists have done in Coca-Cola company, a food beverage company? Can any one of you give the example? No one is giving the example now, already tired. So let me give the big example what actually they did. So you, when you buy this Coca-Cola, there is a logo, and in that logo they added just one thing: bro, mother, father, sister-in-law, sister. So such things then they added. So we are India are very emotional, have like very good relationship with our family, and they focus on that thing only. So instead of buying Coke, we started buying this as a ledger or gift to give it to our family members. It's just a something called happiness. So once we give something to our loved ones, we feel very happy. And Coca-Cola filled that gap. And again, something eureka. the increase in the steep increase in sales. And what was the one change? Just this banner. Anyone could have done it, but it needs a lot of logic, because before implementing such small thing, such small change also, what could be the big impact that the person can create? So data scientists have used this sentimental analysis to see if a person is actually emotionally attached to his family or not, or will it going to be impact India or not. And let me tell you one thing, my friend, this is only done in India. It was not done in the entire world. So you can also check it across the platform or internet. It is only done in India because we are actually very close to our family. So there also artificial intelligence used. Only they worked on data, did some critical mathematics, but what was the new thing? Creative mindset. A lot of times I am being asked something like, sir, what is the big difference between a data analyst and data scientist? So data analyst, just to narrow down, it is actually solving the existing questions that are already there. And data scientist is actually framing a new question with this new world technology. What could be new thing that can be done that will impact the sales? Because the ultimate motive of every job is to increase the business or help the company to increase the business, or else you will be debarred from the company. Because if any of that idea would have failed, the data scientists over there also would have been debarred. But no, they got a promotion, they got a hike because it actually helped the company. So it's a very good examples that I had, and they are actually the articles that I have read online in the last 1 year. So I'm sharing those articles only. And then this pharmacy, medical. So the person who were telling me like they are ordering food. So you also have something ordering from e-commerce also, and now e-commerce is in pharmacy also. Sorry to say such things. A person should not have some health problems, but if a person is having health problems, I mean what I actually mean, you must be having some family members who are having this subscription right now, that they have to have medicine on monthly basis. And when a person is having medicine on monthly basis, every company will be selling a medicine to him. But what new thing can be done across one platform so that a customer is stick to that platform only? He will not go to the other platforms to order medicine. There are already so many platforms. Maybe in Tamil Nadu there is some other platforms. In Delhi there are so many companies. So what I have seen, there is one company that did something great. In your houses also, when we have something small stationary items, ladies having makeup or other accessories, fathers having something tools, and children having some toys, so we keep to save those things in small boxes. And believe me or not, none of you will be saving all those things in plastic boxes or poly bag. You will be using hard boxes or cartridges that will be like wood, thick paper, something like that. So that same thing actually focused on by one company only. Same question was given to data scientists like, we have a unique idea in India. We are selling pharmaceutical medicines, and now what to do next so that we can increase our scale. So they again started doing survey, and on something rigid proof, concrete proof, they came to know like a person is not saving his items in polybag or plastic box, but they are preferring this cartridge box, a paper box, to save the medicines, or even if it is not for medicine, they can save their home items inside the box. And we took it as useful. Everyone is giving similar discounts, but people started giving more orders on MedLife only for such reason. It is on their blog only. You can also read it. It's a big article they are doing as advertisement. So that is a very good example of artificial intelligence or machine learning they are doing. And you have recommendation engines, Netflix or Amazon Prime, or even a shopping website. You have seen like this type of Netflix shows the recommended part. If you see something, Netflix will keep showing the other things also. Not Netflix, then YouTube is there. If I'm seeing some video, YouTube, on the basis of all the videos that I have seen, will show something different, entirely different. thing you can also do in shopping. You shop for one thing in the past, and on the basis of that trend, it will recommend something for you also. So you have already seen such things, recommendation. And the other thing that is now going to change the world, okay, this thing you have also done predictions. You have seen weather predictions out there too, so that you can prepare yourself for the tomorrow. You have seen stock price go in and out. Nowadays, because of COVID-19, it is going to highly impact the stocks. So it is a really good question to put up. Shall I invest in stocks or not right now? Because people will be focusing on the necessities right now. So a lot of critical role is being played by AI or machine learning in this financial world. Fintech companies are using deep technology in their platforms to answer those questions. And the last is like startup evaluation. Some of you, if you're thinking about startup or if you want to do MBA, so the companies, the big companies that are going to invest in your company, those who evaluate your company will use only this artificial intelligence or machine learning to read the data or the customer base you have, the sales you are doing. Right now, the best example is Geo. If you are using GeoSane, might have heard about in the last month only, it has received nearly 10 billion investment, $10 billion investment in his company for some stake. You can read it out. It's already available. And a lot of big companies are also looking for getting us even small stake in Geo. So a big machine learning is being used on the back end to identify its value or worth. And this is the only thing that is going to impact right now currently, because people are working from home, and when people are working from home, it has actually given a loss in employment. And because there is a loss, there are not much customer services available, and customer services are for you only to get your answer for any other platform. So they have started using the chatbot. They have started using their predefined questionnaire, so they know like what problems you're going to face, and on the basis of those data, reading those data again and again, they're defining and refining their questionnaires, and they are searching for the answers. So they already know the answers for those questions. They're just going to show you step by step where your mindset is going, where your question falls. So they're going to definitely show you the solution for it. So chatbot is the main thing that you have to know if you're going for artificial intelligence. And or if even if you are looking for a job right now in 2020 or 2021, you have to excel yourself in chatbot. This is one of the critical things that is being demanded in industry. Even if you don't believe me, it's okay. You just go to any of the Naukri websites, you just search it out what is the current technology that they need, and they will only focus on three things. It can be on computer vision, it can be on recommendation, and it can be the last thing, chatbot. Only these are the fields right now that is the highest job demand out there. So, and the best example is nowadays Nikki or Haptic. They are very good AI platforms that is having no customer service available. Only the tech team is there, and they are able to answer each and every question that is being put up by the customers. So that is really good. So this is one of the important things that is going to change the world. So I will be leaving this game changers for the later on. Let me show you something. Trending applications. So trending applications, if I talk about, you already know this Google. It is able to answer those questions before typing. It knows like on the basis of your trend, what you were searching in the past, might be you were searching recently also. Even if not, what as per the current scenario in the world might be the top question you are about to write. So it already knows something. So it is every time using AI, some very deep technology out there. And believe me, it's what I have read. It is using 148 hidden layers. Some hidden layer concept is there in artificial intelligence, so don't worry about it. Not going to about go to I'm not going to go to about that technical, but it's using some 148 hidden layers behind to answer such thing that you are able to see on that PPT right now. Then long before, you have already using social media apps, and Facebook was the first one that helped you get the understanding of tagging. You just have to take one picture and it will be able to identify your face, because it is having data freely. You are saving the data on Facebook, You're saving your images, your entire life images on Facebook or any other social media, your Instagram or some other platform also like Google Drive, you're saving. So they already have the data. They just need the current technology to work on that. So they are just working on different faces, able to identify the features and will name the person or object that is being taken in the picture. So those things are using deep learning in that. Twitter. Now Twitter nowadays is being said as a harsh platform, if I'm not wrong. It is being said as a negative platform also, because whenever you see in the news channel a person when it goes when he writes a very harsh comment, it will go viral because it is being said something ABC person from ABC government or political party member has written some comment on Twitter that has gone viral. So these things is very good nowadays coming. So Twitter is a platform, and because they are able to contact you directly with the high end person, you are already following some of the prestige people out there. You might be following Mr. Prime Minister or President or your state home minister or state chief minister. So you know, like those persons comments value a lot to you. So Twitter also understand, like since these comments are going to be create a very big impact in the real world, so how to omit those comments that are very negative, how to erase those contacts that are actually designed in such a way to impact every human being in a negative way. So they decided to make something as deep learning model, and they are able to satisfactory have a very satisfactory result, because they after collecting the data from all the accounts, you can see they erased 3 lakhs terrorist linked accounts. 3 lakh. And it was actually 95% non-human interaction that they needed. Already computer told the answer that this is a terrorist account or some negative human account without human intervention, and they blocked it right away. Sometimes you might be also using Instagram platform, and you might be able to report that thing, and if that report or spam increases to the extent, the Instagram will automatically block it. So no human intervention is needed there also. They are using their own AI. The Google Assistant is there in on every mobile nowadays, on Android mobile I mean. And you are also able to answer at browser settings. Like if you want to search something, you just have to say okay Google, and it will activate and it will be able to answer those things. You can set an alarm or reminder. You actually better know that now you are actually have more expertise with respect to mean current technology. I might not know such applications, but you are now working on such and really things, really seeing some things that are currently in this current world because of this internet facility that is being given to everyone at cheap rates. So data is available right now everywhere. So please consume everything that is really helpful for you to upskill yourself. The driverless car made by Tesla. Netflix already done such things. Netflix is there. Spam filtering. You have your all have an email account, and you none of you want that email account have that like fake information or promotion information or something that is not valuable to you. So it is automatically using deep learning AI on the back end to identify spam messages, and it just identifies spam messages because I have also created one application. It just enhance on the words that it includes. It can be like flat 50% off, or it is free. It is for today only you are giving this discount. So such words, it catch it up and able to identify that if it is a spam or promotion, and it will just shift that thing to the spam folder. But if you are using your mobiles, you know, like in mobiles you don't have such thing right now. In mobiles it is coming. You have to block the messages in mobile yourself. So it will take time to come in mobiles, because there are so many mobile companies out there and they are using their own platform as messaging platform. So that's why it will take time to create such app with respect to every platform out there. Features of AI. So this is actually something available on internet. This AI is a ML and DL. DL is actually a core specific part that is actually a subset of machine learning, and machine learning is a core specific part or subset of artificial intelligence. So everything comes in data science only. So don't worry about it. but what is the back end of it? What we have to learn actually. So let me tell you, just a brief description what you need to upskill yourself. It's just this. You have to have some mathematics knowledge, statistics, basic programming language. It can be Python, R, and Java. Nowadays, Java is also being promoted. And the latest one is actually Julia that is coming. That is going to replace Python in next 5 to 10 years. Computing, leave this computing to the higher end technology computers. So by computing here, I mean that you have to understand the commands that are being sent to the computer to do such things. Logic is to be there. Everyone has to be creative in his own world so that he can make his logic and make some application, something to solve a question. That's it. And of course, data. You have to have good understanding of data. So it will take time. Don't worry. I I just do my best when I try to cover these things to help every person understand what he sees in data, so that whatever I teach, he doesn't murmur it or repeat it in his answers also. He has his own logic to see the data. So it takes time. This is actually some features that I'm showing in animated way, some deep learning, facial recognition, task automation, data ingestion is like narrowing down the data. Cloud computing, you need to know. Quantum computing, commands. Again, I'm repeating commands. Until and unless you are about to make a processor, then you have to design your own quantum computing computers. But here, I'm just talking about the commands that you need to know. And the chatbots are the must. It is a very big thing. Now, the AI category. Let me tell you, like, there are three types of AI category right now. So we have right now artificial narrow intelligence, general and super intelligence. Can you give me an example of narrow intelligence that is using less of AI technology on its backend to give the answer? First, give me the narrow, then when I will pop general, then give me the general. So one or two examples for narrow artificial intelligence. Anyone? Gaming. Really good. Any other answer apart from gaming? Spam detection already done. Real time examples. Let's say like Sophia. In which category will Sophia fall in? Is it a narrow, general, or broader one? Which category you think Sophia will fall in? Super. Okay. And what category do you think the driverless car are going to fall in? The driverless cars. What category do you think they are going to fall in? General, super, or narrow? AGI, general. Okay. Super, general. So let me tell you, my dear friend. So all those things that I'm telling you right now, they're actually weak artificial intelligence. They are narrow artificial intelligence because each time they need a human intervention. When we talk about weak artificial intelligence, I just need to focus on one thing, like the things that you can do, and actually the AI is trying to keep up with you. It is just following the commands that you have already saved. So that is the category of weak AI or narrow AI. But general is like when a person or robot is equivalent to each other. It is doing all those things. Well, it is doing all those things that a human can do. For example, when you enter a room and that room is vacant and the lights are on, of course your mindset will say like, when I'm leaving the room, let's switch off the lights. But when you will send that robot inside the room, it is just going to follow the command itself. It will not make a decision that I shall switch off the lights or switch off the fan. It will just follow the command. For example, keeping the book on the bookshelf or taking something from the cabinet, but it will not do extra commands. So that is the equivalent general intelligence example what I can remember. And super is like a god level. that now AI knows everything that is in the world. It is better than you, and it knows what is good and better for the world. If you are bad for the world, it might that's you might be behind the bars. What you have already seen in some super movies like Terminator, or the other movie, something Gemini, something. There are so many things actually. So such giving an animated way, narrow artificial intelligence is there. General, when a robot keeps 1-to-1 score with you, and when it becomes super, when it is actually able to decide itself what is wrong or what is good or bad. So that is the another next level. So this type of thing, what I have read, it will be coming in this current world only. Don't worry, and it will take around. I don't know what amount it will take, but I have read it is going to come by till 2050, 2040, 2050. So let's see by 2050 we are able to get such thing, and it only depends on you only, because you are going to make such good technology or good logic out there, and you might be able playing a critical role out there to narrow down the work that humans do and increase the part that a machine can do. So it depends on you only. So I will be happy to see if someone from my student can answer such things. So 2020 path, if you are able to go have a job in 2020, or even if you start preparing in 2020, so what shall you do then? You have already seen so many things are there already present in this current world. Before we go in such thing, let I'm just questioning one thing. I want everyone to give me an answer. What do you think with respect to artificial intelligence, the our own country India stands in the world? It shall be between 1 to 10 only. With respect to AI, how much India is at what level? It can be, you can think of the number of companies India have with respect to other countries, or the level of AI we have with respect to other countries. Can anyone of you give me a rank for India? It can be from 1 to 10. 7. Okay. Any other answer? Fifth. Why not first? India is our country. No one is giving first three positions. So let me tell you, you can also search it online. So India is right now on the third rank. It is on the third rank with respect to other countries. So you can think like India also have a good amount of opportunity for you. If you are just trying to find a job, you're definitely going to find one. You just need to have some entry level things to get in the job, and let the company upskill you. They will tell you what to learn, what not to learn, and you should be open in your mind. And the number of companies, if India is at top 3, you know the number of companies with respect to how many companies are using AI in India. I don't know the number of companies we have, but what I have come to know, that 19% of Indian companies are using AI. It can be large scale and small scale also. And when I started counting it, so the amount of companies were only around 12 lakhs. 12 lakhs, yes. Around 12 lakh companies are present in India only that are using AI at a small level also and at a big level also. So at small level, we are not able to identify because they might not have reached the height, but big levels have reached the height. So you know the names. It can be like your Netflix or Netflix due to something in India. It is specifically Flipkart also using, and Geo platform is also using AI. So all those things are there. And in US, it is holding the top first position. Let me give you one answer for that US. It is in 56 lakhs companies. Out of 56 lakhs companies, no, let me rephrase it. Now I remember it. There are 56 lakhs approximate companies in US that are, out of which 35% are using artificial intelligence. And in India, there are 12 lakhs companies, because we are employed in big companies in India. A lot of big strength of employers are there. as respect to companies. So out of 12 lakh companies, we have around 19% companies that are using that AI. Now I remember, actually, yes. Actually, this article was there in February. It was one of the app, Mint app, that I was using, and I read that article. So that is a very big change. So that's why I'm saying opportunity is still there. You can just go to it. But what is the path that you need to follow? So this is actually a small path. It is also came in newspaper. So I've just taken a photograph and showing to you. If you want to become the data scientist or go to the AI level, you have to have some good knowledge of mathematics and statistics. But nowadays, already a lot of things are being done by the computer itself. So you just need to know the broader terms. What is the significance of one term or second term? Then programming language is a must. Database you should know. SQL is a must. I cannot deny it. Machine learning, it will take time. It is like 4 to 6 months time it needs. Deep learning, it's itself 3 to 4 months course. And then visualization, PySpark, it's like big data. Big data is tools are there, and cloud platforms. So there are various platforms. So once you achieve everything out there, then only you are become data scientist. If you go to with respect to this platform, I am not a data scientist. I'm just a trainer, did some little role. I even might not be to the scale of machine learning engineer. So if you respect to machine learning engineer, I myself be 60-70% ready. If you talk about AI, then I might be 30-40% ready. So I'm not a data scientist. So you can see on other platforms also, on LinkedIn, if person is writing something data scientist, so can do he know everything about it? So it is a long journey. That is why it is not a joke here when people are giving you the entire course for 1 year or 2 years, because it is actually a 1 to 2 year course. And this is the current 2020 demand. It was like pre-COVID. It came on the NESCOM website on the last week of December for this 2020 predictions. But let me narrow it down. What does it needs here? Please note it down if you are, or just take a screenshot. So the technologies that we have, these things that are written in the newspaper, and every technology needed something skill as Python or R. This is available on NASCOM website, so I'm not lying on it. You just need to know like every coming technology that you're looking for, it is needs Python or R as a top language out there. And then of course you need the second most thing, ML, AI or DL, and other things come in sequence. So these are the top skills that we need. So you have to get preparation if you're going for AI. You have to understand the depth, that how much you have to upskill yourself. And post COVID-19, because when this COVID-19 have, none of us have seen it, and it has actually impacted everyone. Now people are afraid to go out to touch something. They don't want to get in contact with physical object or person. So companies have also understood this thing, and they want to take a benefit of it. Some of you might be ordering online. Yesterday only I ordered food, and I was really surprised to see like they're giving in a paper bag. That is fine, that is the best thing, but they're keeping food on the floor because they are saying contactless delivery. You cannot touch the person who is coming, the person will not touch you. So the object, when he's giving from A to B, it should not be in same line. So he's putting the food on floor, and you can pick it up or you can spray your own thing and just pick it up and eat. So that is the type of contactless delivery, and it is going to play a huge role in the education sector also. You might see right now the power seminar is going virtually. In ICT, I have never given power seminar in such a way. So this is one of the new things that I'm also facing. I'm delivering lectures online. Every every college is also looking for online learning, and it will be because Indian national level AICT has recommended every college to go online. So it is going to be there. The first thing what I see, the post COVID-19 situation are there is like healthcare. Healthcare is going to play a critical role. You have already seen such things in healthcare, since it is a spread of disease spread by touching to each other. So there should not be no more touching. So we are going to use this AI things to get the answers for the test just by having a scan of it. You have also seen on the platforms or other countries are just using a small cabin out there. Inside the cabin, you just have to walk and it will tell you about if the person is having a normal body temperature, is he having a symptoms of COVID-19 or not. Is that so? So if you want to answer such things as a large scale, you have to have good technology in healthcare also. So AI is going to play a very critical role in healthcare. So getting in healthcare doesn't need like you have to have a computer degree. You just have to have the knowledge in that department or industry. The second thing I have seen supply chain. These are all articles that I have read recently only, this month only. So supply chain also, because contactless delivery, e-commerce platform will now no longer be holding you something in your hand. He will be keeping you something there. So how, if a person is not touching, because now you will be not signing on some platform or acknowledging that you have received the product, how can it know like he has received it? So they are building something. They are building something if it is detecting the location of the person's home, if the person is at something legitly going on. I mean, it's a big article written there, but it was not my core interest in supply chain, so I didn't read the full article. My core chain was the other industries out there. So everyone of you or me have some particular industry that we want to work for or what we want to learn more. So it can be like, first you could be like curious about the food industry because what you take every day. It can be mobile industry, what you're fond of, or transport industry. So all those things, what you're fond of, you might read it in a big scale. So other thing, education. Of course, this is going to play a rigid role, enormous role. So you have to prepare yourself. A lot of things visually going to come. Augmented reality and virtual reality are going to play a critical role here because something will be there moving, playing some gesture, giving some expressions while telling you about the concept. It can be a humanoid or something virtually out there. The next thing, cyber security. This was not in the article, but what I can see, cyber security is also going to play a critical role. Because of this right now situation, COVID-19 only, you all have seen it. You all have seen like in, you are using a lot of internet in these days, and lot of internet, you're also creating an account on some other platforms because you want to do some fun activity or something in this COVID-19 situation. And because of this, you're giving your data to other platforms. Just think about it. You are also using social media like Facebook or having an account with Microsoft or Gmail. You're giving the data to them. And when you search some product you want to buy on other platform like Flipkart, or you're reading something on a blog, or you're reading buying something from Amazon, and when all you are on the social media platform, something Google knows like you have searched it and it will tell you the right away that product. For example, you're searching shoes and it is telling you that this particular shoe is giving at a discounted price. So something is really good playing there. You're sharing the data. So that's why companies are building more and more of cybersecurity things. They want to constrict it. A company should not be taking that much data or tracking every behavior of your human behavior. So this is going to play a very big role. So we need this AI in it. The second thing, what I can see, like there was a demonetization. So you are well aware, like when the demonetization happened, all of us suddenly after 1 month started using this online platform to make payments. And when we are making payments, we are using digital platforms. It can be UPI or wallets. So right now, post COVID-19, the same thing is going to happen. People will be afraid to touch the currency that is going to spread by currency. So what to do now? So they are going to use the digital payments app. And in that digital payments, again, a lot of artificial intelligence needed to secure it, to secure the data. So that once you are making the transaction, it should be done, it should not fail. And a lot of things are there. You can read it in the things. It's a blockchain, and it is going to play a critical role out there for post COVID-19. And the last thing is I want to cover Internet of Things, because we have a lot of devices connected to each other with the internet. It can be your mobile device, it can be your wristwatch, it can be even your Bluetooth earphones. It can be anything you're using in your daily life that is using some internet access. So we have to track it, and the companies are tracking it. they're improving their business, they're improving their technology, and there also we need that artificial intelligence. So you have to upskill yourself in any one of the domain if you want to go out. So let me tell you about three things that can help you get the job right now. Just do research what industry you want to go. That is the first step. After researching that particular industry, you have prioritized it, don't divert your mind. Secondly, go to the job portals, look out for the technologies that that industry need, and after reading those technology, master it, then apply yourself, upskill yourself, build a resume and apply it. You're all going to get the job. Just create a new passion what the new world is going to look at, and I'm definite like all of you will be working a lot harder now. So this is I wanted to cover in all this AI power seminar. So hope you have seen these extreme things that we are going to face in post COVID-19. You have to upskill yourself. ICT also provides a lot of courses that I'm telling you, like IoT and cybersecurity and artificial intelligence. And we are also building ourselves again and again with these new techs. There are a lot of new concepts we also learn. So you also keep learning, keep pushing yourself towards these things, and you are definitely going to get a job in AI. So here I thank you everyone for inviting me and giving this beautiful day on this artificial intelligence part.
Okay, thank you, sir. A nice presentation. Your presentation was very clear. It made I think, a pathway to the students towards the data scientist.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now I request the participants to ask your queries. You can use your chat window, or
Chat.
you can unmute. You can make hand raise so that we will be unmuting your audio.
Okay.
Participants, please ask your queries. Sir, a lot of positive comment in the chat window, and a lot of thanks to you also.
Just before leaving, I am glad here to come to describe you. So, because I came to know 2 days back that I'm going to deliver this power seminar, so I made something to show you like all of you also can do. This is entirely my data set. I have done it. So I'm just showing you something. I hope you like it. So we are all curious about how fit we have to have because now in this situation we are eating a lot. We're getting some unhealthy diet and we are just not doing some good work, physical work or activities. So I built a small data set out there, thinking about what uh, people we can need. So let me share it something. I will be just giving you the answer in front of you right now only. So I hope you are all visible with this Excel file. This is visible to everyone.
Yes, visible, sir.
So what I have done, I have created some dummy data set. It is actually the data set, these columns that you can see, it is the values that are taken from the real world example. So if you're using this wristwatch, these are the information that it stores in itself. You make an account, in account you give this some information, height, weight, and these things, and the activities that you do, timing, steps, and those things. So what I have done, I have given this data set to my machine learning model to learn itself. I'm not disclosing anything what machine learning model is going to follow. I'm just going to show something right here because I thought like I have much time to give you and I will help you with your data set only. But I don't have that time. So I'm just taking something, 2, 3 examples right here. So I just want to say if a person is going to increase the weight or decrease the weight this year. And here I'm just putting my data also. So Nitish, male, it's 28, 5'11". It is right now my 85. Jogging I do. Some days, I mean, some days I did, but now not right now. So I'm just giving my 20 minutes. Steps have reduced a lot, 4,000. Hours I sleep 7. Heart rate I have normal. And calories taken. Now this was actually being taken from the part what food I like. So I already like home food only. So I'm writing 400 calories with respect to it. So I will be giving this data right now, which was not given to my machine. So machine was being trained. It was given the data to learn itself. Now this data that I'm going to give, it just want to predict if I'm going to increase the weight or decrease the weight. That's it. So I will be sharing one last file with you. Where is this sharing? I cannot share multiple things, I guess. So let me share another file. It is here. So don't worry about the code. I've done a lot of coding in last 2 days to get the answer. So here is the data. You just see the data here. It is right now the current data that I'm giving to my machine learning. Now it just has to predict if a person is going to increase the weight or decrease the weight. Don't worry about the code. So let's see. Let me run the entire code. I've got the answer. Let me share that thing. Can I share my whole window with you, screen? Is it visible, everything now I share? Hello?
Visible, sir, visible.
Okay. So this is the test result that I have received for my data set that I've given right now. I'm just adding right here. So let's say here. Okay, phenomenal. So it says like if on average I'm daily eating my home food and doing this 20 minutes of activity for jogging and heart rate normal with respect to these activities, so my weight is going to likely remain the same in this year. So this way I can just train my model. I can use this data technology and use my AI that I ran behind the codes to understand the pattern between every rows, and it will help me give the answer. So somewhere it is also written increase, decrease. It just depends on the data. So it's just right now, if I have had enough time, I would have taken data from right you only, and I would have given the result. So, and it just happened to like in 2 years within I am at this scale. So you can also think within 1 year you can upskill yourself to that level, and you can just contribute more to this current scenario post COVID-19 in India, because you are the critical peoples who will do the job, and also you can create the employability. So this was the last thing I wanted to show. So you can take over, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. The participants, dear participants, do you have any queries? Please ask now, because we are going to wind up. Okay, sir, there is no more queries. I request all the participants to enter the feedback. It is very important because we are considering the feedback while arranging the next webinar. Also, I thank the ICT Academy for arranging Nidhi sir to us in this afternoon. Sir, your session was a wonderful, interesting. You have given a lot of real-time examples that attracted our students, I think. So they may be planning towards the artificial intelligence side for their career. Thank you very much, sir, for joining with us in this afternoon.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, I also thank our management for organizing this webinar, our principal to guiding us. Also, I thank my team members, Mr. Anthony Jones Kumar, the system administrator, and Professor Varun for hosting this webinar. I'm making all the arrangements. Anthony, sir, are you there?
Sir, no, sir.
Okay. Varun, any more instruction we have to give to them?
Sir, I want to get the feedback. Only 55 have entered.
Okay, I request all the participants to enter the feedback, because more than 65 participants participated in this webinar. Till now, only 55 entries are there in the feedback form. So I request all of you to enter the feedback before leaving. Okay, once again, thank all of you who joined here for this webinar. Thank you very much. Varun?
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I can leave right now, sir. Right?
Okay, sir. Very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Bye, sir.
Varun, wind up பண்ணிடுவோமா?
பண்ணிடலாம் சார்.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Varun.